They asked for troops to go out to settle it. So there was a troop here in Gympie, and they went out, and Vivian Tozer, which was the son of one of the solicitors in town, Horace Tozer, him with several others went out and they settled it all down.
After months of boring patrolling, the men often amused themselves by writing down emus. In such a case was at Carina Woolshed, Lieutenant Vivian Tozer of Gympie Company of the Wide Bay Mounted Infantry was leading one such patrol, and they were chasing the emu. So when the emu was shot, some men dismounted. Privates William Leishman and Terry Rogers were the first to pull the feathers out and place them in their hats. Then all of the patrol got feathers and placed them in their hats. From this time, all Gympie Company Wide Bay Mounted Infantry wore emu plumes. In 1894, the emu plumes were officially sanctioned for non-commissioned officers and other ranks for the Queensland Mounted Infantry. And on the 14th of October 1897, there was an authorisation for all officers as well would wear the plumes. 4th of August in 1914, an AIF expeditionary force was raised for World War I. Included in this force was the 2nd Light Horse Regiment, which was raised in Queensland. In this regiment were many men from Gympie. Second in command was Major T.W. Glasgow, DSO. Also second in charge of B Squadron was Captain Alan Nash, who was the son of our founder, James Nash. Lieutenant Colonel R.M. Stuttgart had corresponded with Mr. Fisher, Prime Minister from Gympie, and Mr. Pearce, Minister for Defence, in endeavouring to secure permission to wear their emu plumes. This request was culminated during a visit to the camp by these gentlemen, who, after talking it over, announced on parade that the emu plumes would be worn by all Australian mounted troops. This settled for all time the honoured and distinguishing badge of the Australian Light Horse. The Australian Light Horse and Australians in general were pretty roguish types. So when they met the English and went on leave in England, some of them, they were wearing their plumes. And everyone, of course, asked, oh, what feathers are they? And they would say, kangaroo feathers. And of course, no one knowing what a kangaroo looked like much, they got away with it. And so that was one of their big jokes at the times.